Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of
Froxty's Redstone Breakdown.
And today we are gonna be looking at these 4 rails. So even though if you play Minecraft for a while, you may still don't know what each of them do. So today I'm gonna lay down all of those features so that we can look at them together. And this video includes everything about the rails, and if I miss anything you can comment down below. But yeah, so let's look at the first one, which is the normal rails. So what makes this normal rail special is that it's the only rail that can curve. So you can see that there's a curved rail right here, and you can just make it by just putting an L shape and it will become a curved rail. And because of this, it is essential in every type of and because this is the only rail that can curve, it is almost certain that you need at least one of these normal rails in every type of projects that include rails. And one of the extreme examples including the curved rail is it is used in piston bolts. So a piston bolt is a very fast traveling system, and this is kind of what it looks like, and the minecart will get pushed to the destination. So right here I have 2 examples. One is this straight piston bolt that also includes curved rail, and also this sideways piston bolt that also uses curved rail. So if you don't know how it works, I will show you right now. So for this straight piston bolt, you just hop into right here, and the piston pushes the minecart. You can see, boom, it's very fast. And this straight piston bolt, I believe the travel speed is about 20 blocks per second. And this sideways one is even more faster, because right here we have 2 sets of piston that pushes at the same time. As for this one, only one piston pushes in a tick. So right here I will show you guys the same thing, and it is around 27 blocks per second, I believe. So that was the piston ball. And also because this rail can curve, and it can be in situations like this where it curves to here, or it can curve to that direction. So there's actually a feature that makes use of redstone to redirect the direction that the rail curve. So you just have to power the rail like that, and it switches the direction that it curves, and like that. And most of the time we actually uses this detector rail, which we will talk about later, and it also sends out redstone signal. So you can see that it can change the direction as the minecart moves, like that. So that was the normal rail, and now let's look at the powered rail. So this rail actually has quite little feature to it, and it is very simple to use. So you may see this very shiny rail and think, what do we do? Because it is very common for people to use it in their rail system. So right here you can see here's a line of powered rails, and it is currently deactivated. and one of its feature is when it is powered, and there is a solid block behind the part rail and the minecart. The minecart will automatically move like that, and the same things apply here. So you can see the minecart is moving back and forth. So now let's look at its second feature. Well, not second feature, but the second behavior for this feature. So if you look right here, here's a powered rail in between these normal rails, and there's not any right here. So if a minecart has some momentum and it moves over this powered rail, and it must be powered, it will boost the minecart even further. You can see I just pushed, and boom, it reached the end. And here's actually another feature that I just thought of. The part rail, when it is unpowered, it actually has a lot of friction so that the minecart won't move as much as a normal rail. So if it's a normal rail, you can see that it moves very fast. But as for this part rail, it is hardly even movable. And that was the powered rail. Now let's look at the detector rail. And from this point on, the detector rail and the activator rail are actually very rare to see in a rail system. So this might be more interesting than those rails that you see every time. So now let's look at the detector rail. So again, we just showed the detector rail right here, and you can see that when a minecart is on the detector rail, it will send out redstone signal, but if it's a comparator, it won't work, because that also leads to our second feature, which is when a hopper minecart or a minecart with a chest is on one of these detector rail, it will actually puts out redstone signal as if it is a block of hopper or a block of chest. And it is the only feature that is applied to this detector rail, because you can see if it is on the other rails, it won't work. So we just put a block in it, and there is no redstone signal coming out. But for the detector rail, it works. So that was the detector rail. Now let's look at our final one, which is the activator rail. So there is only one feature to this activator rail, so it is very easy to understand. So right here we have a minecart, and it is on a normal rail, and there's an activator rail in between. So look at how the minecart behaves when it is going over the activator rail. You can see that it shakes for a while. It shakes for a second, and that is actually a visual kind of yeah, it's just a visual thing, and it doesn't really do anything. And right here we have a scenario, which is, you can imagine from this plate, from here to over there somewhere, it is a rail system, maybe a piston bolt, maybe just a straight rail system. And right here is the end of the rail system, and this might be a station. So right here we have cactus to break the minecart, and right here we have a powered activator rail. And its actual feature is to kick entities off of this minecart over here. You can see that I immediately got kicked out of the minecart, and it actually works with every entity that are in the minecart. So right here we have a creeper in the minecart, you can see right there, and we will let this creeper in the minecart go over the activator rail. You can see that the creeper breaks free after going over the activator rail. So that was the last rail, which is the activator rail, and that sums up every feature that are in the rails. So the normal rail, the powered rail, detector rail, and the activator rail. So hopefully guys enjoyed the video and learned at least something from this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. And I'm Froxty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.